Hello, this is Daphne once again from the land of the imaginary farmer. I am here to guide you through step 2 of our Grow It Yourself Hantana Phoenix Oyster Mushroom Kit. This video will show you how to incubate your mushroom and what signs to look for in order to move on to the fruiting phase. In step 1, you prepared and inoculated the substrate and sealed the bag. If you recall from the first video, it is best to keep your incubating bag somewhere that's convenient to visit, at room temperature, and out of strong, direct light. It could go in a closet or basement or on a bookshelf. Wherever it goes, make sure it has some ventilation. During this time, it needs no care, but you will want to inspect it every day to ensure that it grows properly and to watch for signs that it is ready to fruit. Let's pause to consider what's actually growing in the bag. You inoculated the substrate with spawn, which is mushroom mycelium growing on grain. Mycelium consists of thousands of thin fibers that grow and work together, digesting the substrate as it colonizes it, and storing nutrients it will ultimately use to produce mushrooms. We call this race to colonize the substrate the spawn run. The first sign that the mycelium of the Phoenix oyster mushroom is ready to fruit is the formation of primordial masses, which look like this. The masses soon form little pinheads, which enlarge to become the mushrooms that we eat. At first, you won't see any fibers at all. A couple of days later, you should see white spots growing where the mycelium jumps off the individual grains of spawn and begins to spread into the new substrate. Growth will be densest around the grains, but the mycelium will spread thinly through the rest of the substrate. The trick is to cut a small opening in the bag before the mycelium begins producing pinheads. The fresh air and light at the opening stimulate pinheads to form and grow out of it, producing a single large cluster of mushrooms. If you wait too long to cut the opening, pinheads will instead form all over inside the bag. While this provides some interesting photo ops, it makes it hard to get any decent-sized mushrooms for cooking or for glamour shots. So, when your mycelium block is about 7 to 8 days old, look closely at the spots where the growth is densest. When they begin to look less fibrous and more solid, the block is close to fruiting. The change is sometimes subtle, so it might not be easy to see. If 10 days have gone by and you see lots of fibers but you still don't see solid masses, move on to the fruiting phase anyway. With the Phoenix oyster mushroom, it's better to be early than to be late. Tune in to part 3 to learn how to fruit and harvest your mushrooms. For more information, or to purchase a kit, visit our website, theimaginaryfarmer.com.